The edge of the cornfield. First week in June. It's already over knee high. Daisies are blooming. A lot of them. Some flies on them. Eating the nectar. I think they're like a type of hoverfly. Bunch of them. I don't think they sting. Maybe they'll bite you. A few more flowers in here. Got these ones. I think it's like a wild pea or something. I'm not really sure. Not a flower expert. More of a bird expert. At Parents Farm. It's Father's Day. First one. Yippee-yi-yay-yo. Got to start a new job. A lot of daisies here. A lot of these flies. I'm pretty sure they're flies. It's positive. Some type of like hoverfly. Here's a different one. Oh, that one flew away. A little camera shy. Regular fly back there too. Oh, there's some roses. Roses are a little earlier normally. There's a few different kinds. There's a littler one and there's a bigger one. Mainly flies. Did see a couple bees. It's probably getting too hot for the bees. You don't see them as much in the day. There's a bee back here actually. Oh, there it goes. It's on another type of flower there. Little pink one. Bees don't like the daisies as much. That's how it seems. I don't know what that was. Some type of flower might have already bloomed. A lot of these fly things. A lot of daisies. Wispa's out playing with my mom. She likes to play fetch with her. So we got a bunch of different types of flies in here. I don't know. It's hard to get a video of them. Some type of tree. A lot of wild trees. I cut down so many trees in here. They're all just sprouting, all these little sprouts. All these are little cherry trees. They've yet to get big. Just a bunch of them. Just pear tree. Starting to get its pears. That's what a pear looks like before you eat it. It's got to get bigger. Some of these don't get very big. Pretty old. We haven't pruned them in a while, but once in a while they do really good. Most years they don't. Found this rock. Yeah, the bees, it's probably too hot for the bees right now. Or they just don't like these daisies very much. Oh, there's a bee actually. No, that's a type of fly. Hoverfly. Korea, nice. Probably a little cooler there. About 89 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius. Probably pretty warm. Some more roses there. Oh wow, they're pretty old. Can't really pick them now. Got hit by a storm. Got this cherry tree. Trim this up. It's getting a few cherries on it. I think it's just a wild cherry tree. I'm not even sure if you can eat these. Might be for the birds. Can't eat all cherries. Some of them are just for birds. This ground cover stuff. It's a nice like bluish purple flower. There's a rose that didn't open up. It's pretty beat up. A lot of them are already done. India. You might be hotter than Michigan in India. Not sure. Unless you're by the ocean. We got the lakes here in Michigan. Keeps us a little cooler. Road traffic, of course. Gotta love cars. Thank you. They have a lot of different flowers here. It's just grass, but there's a lot of flowers all throughout this windrow. Called a windrow because most of the wind comes from that way. This is supposed to kind of stop it before it gets to the property. Get a lot of snow. So the snow will be like as tall as these trees up to the branches. But at least it's not hot all year. It's not cold all year. Got some milkweed here. This is what the monarch butterflies nest on. You'll see their caterpillars every once in a while. I just seen my first monarch, so there likely isn't any caterpillars yet. This one has some leaves eaten. Something else probably ate it. You got a flower, like a seed pod, kind of like cotton. Oh, there goes a rabbit. Little cottontail running across the road for the neighbors. See a lot of rabbits here too. This one's getting pretty close to blooming. Yep, that's corn. This is, grow a lot of corn here. Make a lot of cereal in Michigan. Kellogg and all them guys are in Grand Rapids. Spray it all with Roundup and stuff. See, that's where they start spraying it, and then you don't get any weeds. They used to have to weed all this stuff by hand. Not anymore. I think this is like a nightshade. Farmers don't like that because it isn't good for the corn. Got some raspberries in here. They're not ripe yet. Pretty small. Getting shaded. Apple trees. These are apple trees here. Got like 3 pear trees or 2. I think we cut one down. Got all these apples though still growing. A bunch of wild apples. Raspberry before it gets berries. Grapevine. Some more flowers. Something. I don't really know. You gotta watch out for poison ivy in here. Shouldn't have wore sandals, but oh well. We got this apple tree. Had to cut it down. It's growing back though, so it'll be alright. It's right under these power lines. Some of them, oh, I stepped on this thorn bush. Ay, ay, ay. It's a thistle. Yeah, some of them are right in the power lines. It's not good. You get zapped, turn black, and die. This one's growing back though. It's already got apples. First year, we just trimmed it up. Got these apples. Probably didn't get enough rain or water this spring, but got apples and it grew a lot. I mean, I trimmed it right down. This is an apple tree, yeah. There's a lot of different, got a whole orchard in here. A few different varieties. See, this one's still kind of touching the power line. It's not really good, but I guess DTE they don't care that much. I don't know, no big deal. This one here, it's got a little hollow in it. That's an old one we cut down a while ago. There's a lot of these things everywhere. We got a whole bunch of, this is some kind of bush. There's a whole bunch of apple trees that grow all in here. I had to cut them down too this spring. Got some milkweed. It's not ready yet. Apples get ready in August and September. There's no, I don't see any caterpillars yet. But, sometimes you see them. Other times you don't. I think it takes them like a week to turn into a butterfly. A lot of times we don't pick very many of the apples. We let the deer and rabbits eat them. Got this mulberry tree here. Grew right up into our apple trees. I cut it down and tried to kill it. Looks like it's starting to sprout out of the roots though. Or we'll see. I don't know. It's so hard to get rid of all these trees. We got this giant stone. We picked all these stones out of the field, my grandpa did when he was a young guy. I pruned all these up, all these branches that were hanging down so we can mow. It's pretty hard to get a mower under it. We got a robin in this tree. It's right there, yelling at me. Oh, there it goes. American robin. It's a little different than the European robin, a little bigger. It's got a red breast. It's technically a thrush. Not sure what the European robin is. They're pretty ferocious, though. They can defend a tree against a whole flock of cedar waxwings. These ones got some small apples. Doesn't look like they're gonna get very big yet. There's some kittens here, probably more across the street. This is my parents, so this is different. A lot of apples. There's a lot of raccoons and squirrels. Animals that like apples and pine cones. Walnuts. Got this one cut down, I think, 2 years ago, 3. It's growing again. Got this one here. Same time. It's growing better than that one. No apples, though. But sometimes it takes 1 minute to come back. I topped it here. You're not supposed to cut apple trees all the way down. Something about the root stock. Technically, the wild apples aren't that good to eat. These are, I guess they're called like ancestral apple trees because they're like over 100 years old. They're still alive. They're still got apples. Pretty hollow in this branch. My grandpa tried to save it a few times, but this side's still growing pretty good. I mean, it's probably about 3 times the size when I was a kid. This one's still hanging on. Not by much. That tree broke probably like 6 years ago, maybe 8. This one probably got cut out because it's over the driveway. Yeah, I guess so. Whisper likes to eat their poop. You should adopt them. You can adopt all the cats you want from Deckerville, Michigan. Just go to Dollar General, throw out some cat treats, open up a can of tuna, and you'll have as many cats as you could possibly need. Not that hard. Got these walnut trees. My dad put me up in the bucket of the tractor. Trimmed them up this spring. It's quite the experience because trees, you know, they're swaying like 4 inches, and then the bucket sways because it's not really made to lift people up. Got it all the way extended. Small tractor too. We had some weight on the back of it, helped a little bit. This tree, I trimmed all these branches up so we could mow. This one just grew straight down. Figure that out. Try to do something, and it grew like 20 feet. Like it was probably like maybe to like right here, and it's all the way at the ground now. So I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah, these are walnut trees, black walnuts. Can't really eat them. Birds do. Cut the wood down. Make furniture. Got some ash trees here still living. They survived the beetle borer or whatever. They're still alive. I mean, they almost died, but they just kept growing around the dead parts, I think. There's a lot of water here. It's hard to kill trees. Really hard. Trust me. Spent a fair amount of time trying to cut trees down and cut all these trees up. Get all the dead stuff out of them, and then you get more trees. This one almost is dead. Not quite. This one is dead. See, we got one dead tree. But it looks like it's trying to, maybe, it'll probably sprout back up. See, that one's got sprouts, but this one's still partially alive. That one's still partially alive. I think when we cut these down, probably try to save some of the wood. Might look pretty weird with all the beetles. Got all these pine trees here. wind blocker. When the wind's out of the east, you get a lot of snow here. Always walnut trees sprouting up. Some of them pretty big. A few of them got topped already though. Like that one in there, that's a walnut. It got topped though. Pretty straight. Good. Got a maple tree. This is not sure. I think it's just a regular old maple. I'm not good with maples. There's a lot of different maple trees. This one here looks like it died out. It regrew. Bark grew around the dead part. Because it only died like up to here. You see the bark just growing around it. This side's partially alive. You got that branch. Another maple tree. A lot of walnuts in here. This is our walnut section. A bunch more walnut trees sprouting up. I trimmed a lot of these down this spring with snippers. They just keep coming back. Random brush that just falls out of the trees, you know. I pick it up when we're mowing. Got a massive brush pile way back here. We'll get to that. It'll take me a minute to walk that far. More raspberries. Not ready yet. They'll turn red, purple, and they're ready. Raspberries are really good for you. This tree over here, so much wind and water here. Got the bucket, small one. This one got broken off. Now it's just hanging down. We gotta get a ladder and trim that whole branch probably. Got this one. Not sure what this is. Looks like a walnut tree maybe. English walnut maybe. Got this one. This is definitely English walnut. Me and my older sister planted the English walnut. I think we planted this one. This is an elm. This is another English walnut. This is another English walnut. The English walnuts look like something happened to them. I'm seeing a bunch of small ones on the ground by the big tree. Got the old grater blade. It's like 50 years old. All the cedar railing. Pretty cool. I don't know how old these logs are, but this is where we used to target practice. Don't really target practice anymore. Railing. Those are probably at least 100 years old, those logs. Not older. Russian elm tree. This is one of the swales that runs right through our yard. Flows from the ditch and field this way in the spring, and then there's a big pond over here. It's a black walnut. Pretty big one. Big elm tree. A lot of stuff here. More raspberries. You need raspberries. Hit me up. Get your raspberries. Got this ash tree bush thing growing. Got a different type of leaf. It's getting really dry here. You can tell everything's getting dry. We need rain. It's not going to rain, so it's not going to be good. Got a week without rain and excessive heat. This ash tree refuses to die. It's gotten pretty big too. This is the same age as some other trees, but you can see it died almost completely from them beetle bugs, and it regrew right around the dead part. Some spiders in here I see. It's pretty gnarly looking though. You know, you don't see many trees growing like that. I'm not sure what you do with it, but it's still alive, so we're gonna leave it. I gotta go and get a drink pretty soon. It's weird looking at the bark. Just keeps dying. Oh well.